visited Northern Michigan University as a guest speaker for their Visiting Writer series. Hanif is a New York best-selling author with books out ranging from poetry collections to music criticism and essays on pop culture. His book, A Little Devil in America, was a finalist for the National Book Award, and his latest work is called There's Always This Year on basketball and ascension. Before the event, my UP Skylar Perkins sat down with the visiting writer to learn more about him.
I'm a writer and a music critic and a poet, essayist, a dog owner from Columbus, Ohio. There are so many people I know who have come through the Northern Michigan MFA program, and there's just kind of, there's kind of a cluster of folks in Cleveland, Ohio, who came through here, and they've had nothing but great things to say about it. And this has kind of been a long time in the making. I like a road trip. I still like a road trip. Now, this is a bit of a treacherous road trip in the winter. I will say that was not the goal. I had no aspiration for being a writer at all. I mean, I was a freelance music critic making no money for much of the late 2000s and early 2010s, and I was working at a healthcare startup until 2017. I don't have the kind of educational background that a lot of writers have. I don't have an MFA. I barely finished school. I don't have these kind of things, but I think that I found myself just overwhelmed by curiosity at all points of my life. I love diving deep into things for no reason other than my own satisfaction. I love thinking about the many ways imagery and metaphor can transform my understanding of the world. And it dawned on me at one point that I could maybe start putting some of those things on the page in a real concrete way. And I think I've just been very lucky. A writing community for me is simply finding at least one person or a few people who care about you and your work in equal measure, who have the same affection for you as they do for what you produce, and people who would love you even if you never produced anything again, because that is where the true relationship with growth as a person comes. And for me, I'm not growing as a writer if I'm not growing as a person. So I'm thankful for those communities, and I know that it is not easy for everyone to find them. I think actually it's getting increasingly challenging for people to find them. But it is refreshing to know that here there's kind of a community where writers can reach out and find each other.